love minis so much that I bought this crashed Mini Cooper 5-door Cooper S. So in this video, we are going to take a look at all the damage that occurred on this car when it crashed. Hopefully you don't see any extra damage, because that can be kind of frustrating. If you haven't yet, please make sure you subscribe and like the video, as it really helps us out and we really appreciate it. My name is Ethan, and welcome to Car Creations. I want to get into this car and I want to put it in neutral, because as soon as I start disconnecting the battery and stuff, I won't be able to move it. So that could be a pain. So let's see if I can get into neutral, which might involve me starting it up. First of all, I'm just gonna open her up, open up the hood. Let's just try to start it. Because the battery isn't very good, you have to hold the key right to the side like this. Starts right up and she's purring. That's amazing. That's actually good news. I was a little bit worried at first, but I guess after leaving the car on for a bit, the battery's holding its charge. That means we won't have to replace the battery. Put it into neutral. Then I'm gonna put on the handbrake, and there we go. So now I have to open up the hood, but the hood latch is broken. We actually have to lift up on the hood. Cameraman, Ben, can you go lift up on the hood as I pull the quick release? Yep. There we go, thank you. That beeping noise you heard is literally just the car letting me know that it's in neutral and I don't have the keys in the car and I shut the door. All right, so what we're gonna do first is just get the battery in, or get the battery disconnected. I've shown this a few times. It's just a T10, T10, T10 along there. I believe it's a T10. We'll see in a minute. All right, I don't know why I said T10. That's for the interior Torx. Silly. I meant 8mm. So 8mm socket, and it does all these up here. So I'm gonna start the first one, just get it all out. And then maybe what also I'll do is get little plastic bags, and I'm gonna label literally everything. I'm gonna label all the good parts, I'm gonna label all the bad parts, and I need to be organized as possible with this, because if I don't, we may be into a bit of trouble when we go to do stuff here. So yes, organization is gonna be not my enemy, my saving grace. All right, so labeled. And there we go, we're to the battery. All right, just have to disconnect the battery without killing myself, and we should be good to go. Okay, good. Car's completely dead. We've got the battery disconnected. Now we're just gonna start taking parts off. I'm gonna do a little time lapse. We're just gonna take off the V-bar and just try to get in as far as we can. I'm gonna try to be careful and pull the parts aside carefully, and let's go. So this requires a little bit of sledgehammering. So we're just gonna pop it out here, so right here it's all mushed up. I'm a little bit worried here, because if you see this brace here, it looks a bit bent. On this side, it goes straight up and down like this, in like an L, and then cuts underneath. With this one, it's kind of pushed out to the side, as you can see here. So I'm worried that this piece right here, this important part of the frame, might be pushed down just very slightly. We're gonna have to get to a body shop to lift it up, which is annoying. What we're going to do is try to get this piece off, and as you can tell, it's kind of pushed in there, so I'm going to need a sledgehammer to get it off. One side, and then very carefully, because this windshield washer fluid is so good. And very careful. Coming. Here it comes. Oh yeah, look at that. And look at how bent this is. This was the main thing I thought I'd have to fix, but Might end up having to fix more. You can see it's a little bit buckled, so I might have to replace this piece. It just shoves in there. And this side, it's really buckled. So I'm obviously gonna have to replace that one. What I'm going to do is take out this piece down there, and we are going to get that piece of the frame fixed. We also have to get out this radiator, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to get out a radiator safely. We're probably gonna have to drain it and stuff. So that will be interesting. But we might get to that in a different video. So let's get these as much as we can off, tied up, accounted for, and we'll get back to you in a minute. All right, so we got into it, and now we can kind of see what all the damage is, basically. All right, so if you can see down there, there's a little buckle, and that's from this main frame that comes all the way out. And it looks like it's buckled down, so that ain't good. So we'll have to figure how we're gonna fix that. Doesn't look like it's moved the engine. The engine's still straight. That's definitely buckled. Oh wait, so we're just trying to get as much off here as we can. The next thing we're gonna take off is this air box right here. So this is clip here. There's some screws around here. We're gonna see if we can just at least loosen this so it's out the way. We're gonna tie up these out the way. And then we're gonna take off some of these adapters along this post here. So far it's been pretty easy. We've noticed some things that we're gonna have to fix that we didn't know that we had to fix. Let's get this air box out and then we'll continue on. There we go. So this is out, and that's that right in there. Doesn't even look broken. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of nastiness in there. Whew. Now we have that out of the way. That's a ton of room. What I have to do now is take off this piece right here. Should disconnect some of this plastic stuff first though. That's probably a good idea. Okay, let's set to work. Probably have to get a new piece here, eh? But yeah, she's pretty bent, so. This is off here now, and I should be able to move this up as soon as I disconnect. Move all these over. Just need to keep clearing out this whole side here, that's my goal. So as I'm going, I'm trying to label things right here. Hopefully it helps a little bit. Not spelling it correctly, but I'm labeling it. So I think next thing we're gonna do is try to take this off and then just lay it out the way over here. Because we made some room with removing the air box. All right, so we cleared even more room here. So now I moved the coolant tank aside. So now we just have all these cables and stuff I need to get out of the way. I'm gonna start with undoing some of these bolts, take them off, and then laying them carefully out the way. All right, so I got this whole side completely cleared out of the way with cables. So you still see some like this right here, but I've disconnected them. They're just loose so we can pull them out of the way when we go to bend it up. I brought all these back. They're kind of super hard to bend back because they don't want to go that direction. But yeah, so all those bent out the way. What we'll do, we'll get new ones of these and new frame rail, so when we bend it up, it's the perfect fit. Yeah, and hopefully this does the trick, because if not, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think that's everything for now. What we'll do is we'll try to get out of here and to a frame shop, and I'm sure we'll see more of that in the next video. I went around to a few frame places, and we might have to cut the entire side of the car out, so hopefully not. That could be a big issue. That can cost $5,000 to $10,000. So we shall see if this bending will work. However, we'll let you know in the next video. If you have any questions or comments, let us know. And if you have any suggestions, we really appreciate it. Most of all, please like, subscribe. We hope you all have an amazing day. Oh, shush. Shush, 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 shush. Okay, okay, okay. Be quiet.